Okay, let's have a good look around this very original, shall we say, 1986 on a D Land Rover 90 2.5 diesel. Finished in, I think they call it Stratos blue, it's a bit darker than marine blue, with a white roof. Standard spec vehicle, except it's got a matching set of Avon Rangemaster tyres on 16-inch rims. It's got a roof rack, rear mud flaps, tow pack with drop arm on it, rear mounted spare wheel, but that really is about your lot. Paintwork on this one is almost, I think, almost entirely 100% original. So it's showing a bit of life, shall we say. This one has been used for green laning and things like that. So as I say, it's been used for what they're designed for. But nothing wrong with that, shall we say. But it does mean that it's not pristine, but it looks fairly solid after all that. Anyway, let's go around it and point out the good bits and bad bits. From the front bumper's straight. The whole front end, whilst showing it's 23 years old, it all looks pretty much in one piece, except we've got a tiny bit of the plastic on the light trim here is missing. There's a very slight depression, sort of small dent just here, just above the side light. The paint is a little bit tired, as I say, but it is 23 years old now, so I think it's got every right to look like that. But at least you can see it's honest; it's not been repainted at all. So as I say, bonnet's got a few marks and stuff on it, and the paint is slightly flat, but no more than that. Looking down the near side, it looks remarkably clean and straight actually down the near side. There's no real dents to talk about at all, certainly not in the near side front wing. Driver's door's got a very slight parking dink in it, but that's about it. Pretty good. A little bit of a parking scuff just here on the edge of the bumper and just up here on the edge of the arch lip, but really, it's a 23-year-old Land that's been used, that's seen some life. So scratch just there that's gone right through to the bare metal, about 1 inch long. But up here on the near side of the bulkhead, the scuttle top rather, it's fantastic. It's really, really good. It's not holed or anything around here. It's a tiny bit of minuscule bit of bubbling just coming up just there by the hinge, but the rest of it along the top here is super. That's really, really nice actually. And the same all down the A-post. Very, very good. There's a slight dent in the A-post just there where the passenger door's open and caught the wind's caught it, because it's damaged the skin on the door very slightly. There's pushed it in very slightly. But all around the A-post here, it's spot on. The near side modesty cover is a bit dented just underneath the A-post there. Near side door, it's all right round here. There's some electrolytic reaction just here by the mirror, quite a lot, and a bit there. I think the near side window regulator could do with a bit of attention. It's sort of it doesn't go up and down quite the way it should, shall we say. But the door itself, feeling underneath it, the door bottom of the frame isn't wonderful. There's a couple of holes under there. Yeah, it's a bit, the bottom of the frame's pretty holed. But it's okay all around the hinges and things like that, so it's got a bit of life left in it yet. We'll look inside while we're here. Bit grubby inside, it's been used for off-roading. It does look as if a wild animal's been let loose in the front here, shall we say, because whilst, as we all know, the seats have always get a bit ripped and torn. I haven't really seen one quite as ripped and torn as this one has. But they're very easily replaceable if you want the original Land Rover ones back in, or if you want to put aftermarket ones in there. But yeah, all actually the middle seat has only got one tear in it, but the driver's seat and front passenger seat are a bit worn. Easy clean interior, it's all very stock inside there. It's got all the mats inside in the front of it. Door shuts nicely, actually sits nicely as well, so I don't think the hinges are badly worn there. Van panel on the near side is fine, it's not been sign written or anything. There's a few scratches in it, and the same few scratches on the near side rear wing, and a bit of paint loss just down here. Carrying on round, some paint loss around the trim around the side light there, but all the cross member looks to be quite solid from what I can see of it. Looks all right round here. Let's have a look at the back. Quite nice, been fitted quite nicely with a pair of nice seats actually in the back here. Will they fold? Probably not actually. Actually they might do if you take the bolts out there, but they've got inertia reel seat belts, a pair of proper seats. Chap we took it in from had a couple of small kids that used to love going out in it, and obviously that's where they went. grubby in here as you'd expect, but not too bad. Tailgate is actually not bad on this one. It's all right around here. It's feeding under the lower edge. It feels pretty solid under there. It's not all crumbling away. And it's all right up here as well. So the tailgate's actually not too bad at all. A little bit of reaction on the bottom edge of it, but no more than that. Looking on the offside rear quarter here, there's a bit of sort of surface rust and stuff just around that hinge. Looking down the offside, it all looks pretty straight. The only thing I can criticise it on is quite, you know, it's a major criticism because it's easily replaceable, but the trim piece that goes along here, that's a separate piece there, but there should be a trim piece that goes right along there to the end there, and that has been sort of mangled and looks like it's been cut off. Presumably got caught on something, but so really needs, if you really want to, a new trim piece put on there, and it would smarten it up considerably. You can still get them from Land Rover. It's the bit that sort of, as long as that goes all the way along there and covers up all that white marking and stuff like that. But the offside rear wing is straight, not really dented. There's a couple of minor dinks in it just there, 3 minor dinks. Driver's door, once again, there's some electrolytic reaction around the top of the door here. Oh, one thing I didn't mention, there's some quite heavy lacquer loss on the van panel here. There's lacquer loss there and there and there, and a few bits there, there and there as well. Driver's door itself, once again, isn't too bad actually. It's not, you can normally, when you shake them, you can hear all the rust going around at the bottom. One thing it doesn't have is a check strap. The check strap has gone walkabout from the door. Looks like it's actually sort of pulled its way out of the casing just there. But the lower edge of the driver's door isn't bad at all. You can feel a bit of surface rusting there, but it's not, there's no sort of empty air or anything like that. Same in the driver's side. It's grubby, so looks like a lion's been using the passenger seat for his lunch, but driver's seat rather. But you know, it's a Land Rover at the end of the day, and it's an honest Land Rover. Modesty panel's fine. Bit of reaction on the door bottoms down there, and obviously a slightly dented A-post once again where the driver's door has hit it. The skin is split very slightly there, about 2-inch split, obviously where it's hit it several times. But once again, the scuttle panel on the offside here is fantastic. That is, I've rarely seen on a 23-year-old one quite such a solid scuttle panel, which you know, generally means it's in good shape. And the same, the A-post is nice, all there. Offside front wing is fine. There's a couple of minor, there's a very, very minor depression just there, and a couple of scuffs just on the edge there. But that's about it. You know, it's an honest Land Rover 90 diesel, 1986. You can see what you're getting. Simple as that. That's about all I can say really. My name's Simon. You can reach me on 0771 906 9353 or in the office on 0118 946 3352, or you can go to our website, which is www.motodrome.co.uk. End.